I'm working on the Jordan Peterson self-authoring suite. The day that I'm working on is um, my current flaws, and I found it really difficult to actually do this. Easy to do. The first part is a questionnaire where you fill out questions that indicate what your personality flaws are. So you kind of look at through a list and you're like, yeah, that's me. No, that's not me. And you do that for the 5 big personality traits. And then you write about each of them. And I'm having a really hard time writing about them. My brain just sort of shuts down or just gives me these loops of things that I already know, but like my psychic fibers are holding together strong. They're like I'm trying to pick myself apart, and just get rid of the layers down to the core, and it's just like no, we're not doing that. And I know that when I have a breakdown, that's a very valuable time for me to sort of reevaluate myself and kind of perform some psychiatric surgery where if there's something I really need to be doing, but I've been putting it off because it's incredibly painful, it's like in a breakdown, that is a great time to take action on that. And I feel like it's sort of similar to this where, I'm in a pretty good state of mind and I'm not, like I'm very mentally stable right now. And so trying to deconstruct my psyche through self-authoring is proving to be quite difficult because like my foundation's strong. I don't have the conscious willpower to really dive deep down into my psyche beyond like what it lets me see on the surface. So it's been an interesting exercise, a difficult exercise. I haven't had any major breakthroughs. I'm only about halfway through it right now, and it's taken me a long time. That's the other thing about it. But anyway, I'm gonna do it and work on finishing what I start. That's actually one of my personality flaws is I start too many things and I don't follow through on them. So I'd like to finish the whole self-authoring suite and see what I get out of it, but also going forward have that the mindset of it where, in different emotional states, like be aware of where I'm interfering with my life and be aware of where my flaws are impacting what I'm doing. I think that would be really valuable skill, like over a longer period of time. I think it's hard to just sit down and like consciously remember all the things in your system because there's so many deep things and they'll be triggered throughout life. As you live life, your flaws are going to come to the surface, and I think if you're ready for them when they come up, you can grab them and you're like, yes, okay, this was a flaw that I didn't remember when I did self-authoring, but this is something that I need to take a look at, see where I'm causing the problem, how I can work to fix it. So anyway, yeah, it's cool to be doing this, and it's not something that we spend a lot of time doing. I'm figuring out it's very, very difficult to look at yourself and take yourself apart, figure out what you actually want, and then figure out how to get it. It's most people would rather just jump right into action of learning computer programming or starting a business, and it's like, you never take yourself apart, and it's such an important thing to do. It's kind of like the core of, it's a foundational building block in finding out who you are and what you want in life, and then building on top of that foundation. And this is so important, and it's so unsexy though, so very difficult, but it's good to be doing. So yeah, thanks.